What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? I think today I'm gonna focus on working on the Frank a little bit more. Got a lot of parts in. Got everything I need to hopefully fix the front suspension, or steering, not suspension, sorry. Got everything to fix the front steering and brakes minus my brake line tool. I forgot that at work. But got inner and outer tie rods, new adjusting sleeves for the tie rods, got brake line to run for the front right wheel, got a new brake hose for the left front, got hood pins in because, well, Frank went on a diet and that's one of the things that we eliminated. We have over here a nice hefty nitrous bottle we have to mount at some point. We have a pretty beefy trans cooler in line that we have to mount and set up. Lots of wiring to do still. Need to clean out the inside of it. I got some bed liner I'm gonna do the floors with just to help kind of toughen it up because I don't plan on running a rubber mat or carpet or anything like that. So we're just gonna spray some bed liner on that, make it a little bit more weather resistant. We'll go from there. I got injectors to wire in, got those pigtails, got a lot of little stuff to do. So let's see how far we get today. In process of ordering the injector connectors, I was supposed to be going to an EV6, and well, this is the EV6 style connector. One problem with this, if you're familiar with it, it doesn't have the half moons on either side of it. So, perks of having a project car, the endless modifications never end. So in order to make these fit on my injectors, I have to take, and cut a little half moon out on one side. And then it fits in perfect. So at least it's not $9 wasted. Perks of having a Dremel, take a little sanding wheel on it and just kind of sand down that one side real quick. Takes a couple seconds. It's actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. There's all the crap on it. Peel that off. I take my little pocket screwdriver here and just kind of scrape what I can off of it. Clean it up. Alright, and bam. There's our half moon. Now, we take it over here. In this wad of my wiring, there's the injector. Put it down in there and boom, clipped in. 3 more. All right, and now we wire it in. It doesn't really matter what wires go where on injectors, is what I've been told, but I'm going to make them match. So you will have one constant color wire on all of them. And it looks like this constant color was pink at one time. So my pink is going to be my red and the other color is going to be my blue. And that's all I'm going to base it off of. So not only am I going to solder it in with my soldering iron, but I also like to use marine heat shrink. Marine has a glue inside of it that makes it more of a seal, and I think it does a much better job. That's the only heat shrink I recommend using. got all those injector pigtails wired in and cleaned up nicely. As you can see, one big step knocked out. So the next thing I want to do is try to get the transcooler mounted and secured in a good way. You can see I kind of got it laying down here just for ideas. I think I want to try to put it up here. Flip it around. I got a few holes I can utilize. I think I'm going to try to do something like this. Transcooler installed. Tranny fluid lines are in for now. There's the tranny cooler hiding behind the grill, tucked up away for right now. It's not fully mounted, but it will get by for us to, you know, get a test drive or whatnot on this thing. Upon that, I started trying to figure out the fuel wiring, and I knew that'd be kind of time consuming for me, so I haven't really recorded much of it, but I'll give you an update where I'm at. So I had to drop the tank again because I wasn't getting any good ground to the fuel pump. But I found out that the tan wire on these OBSs is your feed, and that was ran just fine, but I was trying to figure out why I didn't have any ground on this black and white wire. Well, I found out, first off, this wire, the black and white one on this side of the connector, is not needed. That's for like the sending unit. I don't really need that right now. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep gassing it. But the solid black wire was my pump ground. So yeah, I had cut into that. I just repaired those wires and installed it that way. And now I'm getting ready to change the filler neck because this one's too short for, yeah, it is about 3 inches too short. So I'm gonna put that on, and hopefully I'll be able to put my filler neck back in so I can actually fill this thing up the right way. But back to that ground issue, that black and white wire comes all the way up here to a 2-pin connector. And if I wouldn't have known that before, well, I didn't initially run this wire, but if I would have known that before, I probably would have kept that in there. And this is the ground. So now if I hook it up to ground, I have fuel. Oh. The reason why that line's like that too is I did a crappy job running that line apparently, and it blew off, made a mess everywhere. But you know, whatever, shit happens. So I'm gonna repair that. I'm gonna put that tank back up in this truck, and then hopefully we'll get it fired up and idling on its own. Well, since I've had pretty much nothing but endless issues out of the fuel system on Frank, I went ahead and just stopped with the fuel tank. I figured out what wires need to be ran where, but at the same time, every single time I connected the fuel lines, popping leak after leak. I must have had some bad PTFE line or something. With that being said, I just decided to go ahead and order different fuel line because I'm done with it. I don't want to risk catching anything on fire. I don't want to have a fuel leak when I'm taking us down the road, taking it down the track, making a hit. I don't want none of that. So I played it safe, ordered some different fuel line for this. Hopefully it will be better. Hopefully at that point we'll be able to drive it. So whatever, it is what it is. I'm pretty irritated about it because I wanted to have this thing going down the road today. With that, I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward with the inner and outer tie rods on both sides, because I can still keep moving forward, keep knocking some stuff out. Got the throttle body done, got the map sensor done. On top of that, got the injectors and stuff wired in. We got the trans cooler in. We got a lot accomplished this weekend. So that's good, that's awesome. Making progress. All right, down here, someone cross-threaded these nuts on this inner, or on this outer, and on that inner tie rod. And let's see if I can. It's just, I didn't feel right with that. So I spent a few dollars and got inner outer tie rods for both sides and adjuster sleeves, and that's what I'm going to work on next. So this is the old inner and outer tie rod. Boots off of it. It's pretty beat up, but yeah, that's the old. This is probably the outer. Whoa. That doesn't look right. Doesn't look right at all. There's the adjuster sleeve. That part's right. Well, according to Ragato, it's not possible to have two parts packaged wrong, but yet that is an outer tie rod to a rack and pinion style setup vehicle. You know what? The box is right. Ha! I'm going to put the wheel back on temporarily so it doesn't fall when I'm gone. I'm going to run to Advance and pick up 2 more inner tie rods, just so I can get something accomplished today. All right guys, just got out of Advance. Got 2 inner tie rods, because apparently this was the only place in town that had them in stock. Now, I'm not a huge fan of DriveWorks, but these are greasable and they didn't break the bank, so whatever. Hopefully they work. They look like they're gonna work a lot better than those other ones. So let's get back to the house. Let's throw these on and make it happen. We're back at it again, and I'm just going to kind of set these at a neutral. We'll see what that looks like. All right, so that is what they look like installed. There's the sleeve, that's the outer, that's the inner. With that being said, let's put this wheel back on here and see if it tightened up the front end, or if I'm still going to need ball joints or a drag link or anything else. All right, I think we got it. So to check it, grab your wheels, hit it side to side, and it feels pretty good. Got a little up and down, very slight side to side. This one seems pretty solid now. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and I'll get back with y'all. So there we have it. We got a little bit accomplished this weekend. We kept moving forward even though we had a lot of downsides. That's what it is. You can't count for everything. So whatever. But we got our throttle cable ran, got our map sensor done, inner and outer tie rods, both sides. We got our transmission cooler. I didn't get to making the hood pins yet because I'm not exactly sure where I want to run those. We diagnosed the fuel system. That's just chilling on the ground still. Again, waiting for new line to come for that. I also kind of went and impulsively bought a new chassis harness for this. So I'm just going to do away with all this. that's going to be a project coming real soon. We're going to make a dash for it. I'm going to throw in a switch panel for this thing, probably put it on a push start system, and like I said, simplicity is key for this thing. Once I get all that set up and going, then I'll work on mounting the nitrous kit. We're making progress. Hopefully we'll get Frank going down the road this weekend coming up. Hopefully we don't have any more stupid little issues. Just gotta put some fluids in it and get this fuel system going. I'm gonna put that on a switch, just turn the fuel pump on, be golden. Maybe we'll make a first little driving video of it. It's probably going to need to be tuned since we have the TBSS intake on it now with I believe 36-pound injectors, but we'll go from there. I'm still kind of tossing around the idea of getting a Holley Terminator. It's really pricey, but I really think it would benefit this truck a lot. It would get us going down the road a lot faster. I mean, it's already got a built-in launch control. It has a nitrous progressor built into it. There's a lot of benefits of it. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Follow along to Frank and this build. Follow along to the green CRX and that build. And maybe soon enough we'll get the white one going in the near future. Y'all have a nice day.